you caught yourself doing it again, saying yes when you meant no, smoothing things over, putting everyone else first the way you always have. And the worst part isn't the pattern itself, it's the thought that follows. I thought I already dealt with this. You did the work, you set the boundaries, so why are you right back here? I'm Sadie Bartlett, shamanic practitioner, and if you're back in a people pleasing pattern you were sure you'd moved past and you're being hard on yourself about it, this one's for you. Here's the cycle. You do real work on your people pleasing. You get a little better at saying no. You start putting yourself on the list. And for a while it holds. Then something happens, a stressful season, a hard conversation. Someone you love gets upset with you. And before you even noticed, you're back to managing everyone, overgiving, setting yourself aside to keep the peace. And the shame comes fast. You decide you failed, that the work was pointless, that you're fundamentally the same and always will be. That shame is the real problem here, not the pattern coming back. The pattern coming back, that's normal. The shame is what keeps you stuck. Here's what's actually happening, and it changes everything once you see it. People-pleasing recovery doesn't move in a straight line. It moves in a spiral. When the pattern comes back, you're not back where you started. You're standing at the same coordinates on a deeper layer. Picture a spiral staircase. You look down and the view is the same spot, same scene. But your legs are burning because you've climbed. The view didn't change, your elevation did. That's the difference between circling and spiraling. Circling is repeating with no awareness. Spiraling is returning with new eyes. In shamanic work, this is how ancestral patterns heal. The women before you couldn't afford to turn around and face this. They had to survive it and pass it down. You're the one with enough safety to meet it. And meeting it means circling back again and again, each time from a little higher up. When did you catch yourself back in an old people-pleasing pattern? And what, if anything, did you notice this time that you would have missed before? Tell me the specifics in the comments. Let me show you the spiral with a pattern I've circled my entire life. My mother was always on a diet, always going back and forth, losing, gaining, losing again, chasing a smaller version of herself for as long as I can remember. And she called me big boned, out loud, like it was a fact about me. I grew up inside that. And without ever deciding to, I inherited the whole thing. I have dieted and gone back and forth my entire life exactly the way she did. On top of that, every person close to me seemed to have an opinion about my body. One man told me he wasn't attracted to me anymore. Another told me not to change at all. My husband, now, early on, told me I could lose weight, just don't lose too much. And for most of my life, I adjusted to all of it. My body was something I managed for other people's comfort. A few years ago, I released a good amount of weight. And I want to be honest with you about what that actually looked like, because it wasn't a clean victory. My husband didn't think I'd stick to it. He wouldn't eat unless I was eating. He'd offer me the snacks he knew I loved, and it took a long time for the two of us to renegotiate all of that. And that's the part nobody tells you. When you start to change, The people around you have to adjust too, and it doesn't happen overnight. And here's the honest ending. I've put some of that weight back on. I'm still working at it, but something underneath has shifted. Not all at once, not in a single moment, but gradually. I'm doing it now for my health and on my own terms, not because of a comment somebody made. That's the spiral. Same pattern I've circled my whole life, but I'm meeting it as a different woman than the one who used to manage her body just to keep everyone else comfortable. I'm still practicing. I haven't arrived. I just keep climbing. If you're noticing a people-pleasing pattern circling back and you're tempted to call it failure, this is ancestral healing work. It's the process of meeting the pattern at the root instead of shaming yourself for its return. The spiral isn't proof you haven't changed. It's proof you're climbing. I work one-to-one with women ready to stop judging the return and start trusting it. If that's you, the link to book is in the description. Here's where you'll feel this. You catch yourself mid-patter. You just agreed to something you didn't want, or you smoothed over something that needed to be said. The shame starts rising. I'm doing it again. Nothing has changed. This is the moment the spiral asks something different of you. Instead of the shame, you ask one question. What did I notice this time that I would have missed before? Maybe you caught it within an hour instead of a week. Maybe you felt the resentment in real time instead of 3 days later. Maybe you still said yes, but you didn't lie to yourself about wanting to. That noticing is the climb. The old you wouldn't have caught it at all. The fact that it stings now is evidence of how far up the staircase you already are. You won't do this perfectly. Some turns of the spiral you'll catch it, some you won't. That's not failure, that's just practice. Think about a pattern that keeps coming back for you. The last time it showed up, what did you notice that you would have missed before? Tell me below. Your ancestors didn't get to heal this. They survived it. They passed it down. They hoped someone in the line would finally have enough safety to turn around and face it. That someone is you. And you are not required to finish the whole lineage's healing in one lifetime. You're not even required to finish it in yours. You're only asked to keep climbing, to meet the pattern one more time, from a little higher up than the women before you could. The return isn't proof you failed. It's proof there's still more of you to reclaim, and that you're finally safe enough to keep coming back for it, one turn of the spiral at a time. I'll see you next time.